One of the things that we do study and we're just fascinated with is stress redirection, right? You've got stress, and historically people have said, okay, we got to reduce stress because stress is, it's killing us, right? It's cardiovascular, it's cardiopulmonary, all those different things. It's the #1 killer on the planet, basically, with everything from heart disease and blood pressure and all the things that it actually attacks, right? So some people used to say, we've got to, and they still do, I've got to reduce my stress. And so they talk about reducing stress, but if you reduce stress to the nth degree, you basically do nothing. You just lie in bed and watch Netflix or something, it's just like that. So reducing stress basically takes all of the living out of life. You can't interact with anything unless you're willing to have some stress in conflict, because remember, stress is actually dealing with conflict. Stress isn't the cause of itself, and the result of itself. It's actually conflict that causes stress. And so when you're in any stress situation, you're going to have that. If you reduce stress down to nothing, you're basically not living. You're dead. So that really doesn't work if you really take that out that way. The other thing is people talk about stress management, right? So they're like, I need to manage my stress. If I could only manage my stress, then things would be okay. So they take up extra golf sessions, yoga sessions, good things, right? They're diverting, they're doing whatever they can to be able to manage that stress. But the reality is stress issues keep going up and up and up and up. Things with anxiety and depression and all the issues that come with everything to do with stress. So basically what they're doing is they're managing something and treating it like it's the enemy, like stress is bad and poison. And that's what we've been actually programmed to believe. But the reality is it's not. It's understanding conflict and how you deal with conflict that really causes the stress in the first place. So instead of stress reduction, instead of stress management, we talk about stress redirection. Stress redirection is saying stress is actually a load or energy. It's an engineering type of term for it, right? It's either a load on something or it's an energy. And if it's a load or energy, it can be redirected. It doesn't have anything to do with being good or bad. It's just an energy. So you have an issue, your kid's causing some issues, right? They're not really attacking you, but the things they're doing are putting you in a conflict situation, right? How they're acting, whatever's going on in that scenario, right, is causing what people would call stress, but it's really conflict. And so how you deal with that conflict, you don't want to eliminate it, right? You don't want to say, I want to reduce it to nothing, then you have no relationship. I don't want to manage it because then I just spend all my time managing Johnny or Susie, right? Instead, what I want to do is learn how to deal with the conflict so I can redirect that stress. That's what becomes powerful.